In the last video, I talked about the entire Concorde fleet and what happened to all 20 planes, except for two of them, 203 and 211. These two planes had sad fates, and we're in a separate video to talk about them. So let's talk about them. We begin with 203, or Sierra Charlie, the oldest production Concorde in the fleet. She was originally made for Pan Am, but when Pan Am cancelled their order, Air France purchased the plane. She first flew on the 31st of January, 1975. She was originally a 100 model, but converted to a 101 model for Air France. Before she joined Air France in 1980, she was used in the film Concorde, the Concorde Airport 79. And as a bit of irony, in the film, the plane was destroyed. On May 2nd, 1989, 203 carried the Pope John Paul II. Between June 1998 and November 1999, 203 underwent a D-check. She returned to service on November 1st, 1999. On June 24th, 2000, the 203 was used in an inside and out experience, showcasing the plane. 1 month later, on July 25th, 2000, 203 was chartered by a German cruise company for a flight from Paris to New York for 109 holidaymakers on their way to catch the cruise ship waiting for them in New York City. They and 203, however, never made it to JFK. They did not even go supersonic. The plane, being used for Air France Flight 4590, crashed. All of them on board and 4 on the ground were killed. The remains of 203 remain to this day at Le Bourget Airport, in a hangar. The airport the Concorde attempted to land at, but never made it to. Now we move on to 211. Where to begin with the story? 18 Concordes survived to this day. It could have been 19, had Air France took better care of 211, or Foxtrot Delta. She first flew on February the 10th, 1977, and was delivered to Air France on March 26th. She flew the least number of hours for a production Concorde at 5,814 hours. She flew the Rio-Dakar route until it was shut down. Because Air France had a surplus of planes, and because 211 had its airframe damaged and repaired after a hard landing at Dakar 5 years earlier, in November 1977, causing the rear wheel to be crushed, it was chosen to be withdrawn from service and retired early, with its last flight on May 27, 1982. She remained outside in storage for 12 years at Charles de Gaulle. She suffered severe corrosion damage, and in 1994, after it became certain the plane was in poor shape, Air France decided to scrap the plane and salvage it for spare parts for it and BA's fleet. Scrapping began in 1994. The nose assembly was sold to a rich American in 1995, and the rest of the plane was broken up and moved to a nearby taxiway area at Le Bourget Airport, where she remains to this day. The remains of 211 are in pretty bad condition, with an uncertain fate. 211, like 203, however, still live on. In photographs, memories, scale replicas, or models, and much more. I'll end this video on a bit of a good note. If you do not know, this organization called Club Concorde has been able to raise enough funds to restore the Concorde to return to flight. They plan to have one plane flying by 2019, and one on display in the Thames River as a restaurant serving food that used to be served on the planes during flight. Also, many companies have set 2019 as the year their own supersonic planes will fly. The revival of the SST is upon us, and I hope that when these new planes take to the sky in or after 2019, they will be joined by the original, the true queen of the skies, Concorde, the greatest commercial airplane ever built. And thanks for watching. Also, a Concorde visited Toronto when the plane was retiring, so yeah. I wish I was there when that happened.